welcome to the Spider-Man zombie apocalypse coming to you. And if you thought zombies were killers, well, this has got it over them. Hello everybody, this is a dark side video. In this tub here resides some nasty, offensive dark side toys. This time round we'll be taking a look at Spider-Man, or should I say the not so amazing Spider-Man. I want to find some various ways to dispose of these frightful toys, and because this is going to be an entertaining little episode, I better throw up a warning before we get going. Warning, please do not attempt to do the toy destruction you see in this video at home. Leave this sort of work to the professionals. Okay, where will I start? There are so many gruesome Spider-Man toys on the table here. Oh, I might pick off this Super Hero 4-pack as a starter. Okay, this is very much a horror box of superheroes. A strange artwork on this as well. There's Wolverine up there. I can't name all these guys. Thor's there. The Hulk. Okay, is that Ironman? Spidey with a spider web. It costs $20 as well. And a horrid looking Batman. On the back, remembering this was $20 guys, there is a whole assortment of superheroes. The more you look, the more you see some very strange things going on in the background there. Okay, got a feel for this. What rubbish, let me get it open. Yeah, there's a peculiar odour when you open these things. I'd hate to know what chemicals I'm being subjected to here. Come on, superheroes! Get out of there! Woo! Okay, first up is the Hulk. The Hulk has got a bit of articulation going on, none in the legs here. He does have a flasher in him. Thank goodness he's got his pants up if he's flashing. Just look at that. You can just open these up real fast. And I think the worst aspect to these toys is this, that basically parts of that can come off. The head comes off so easily. And that ends up being the real dangerous aspect to these toys. If a younger child gets onto these, the younger children have this ability to pull things apart, then the child puts it in their mouth, then it's very bad news. This is Iron Man, articulation a little bit more than Hulk, as you can see. I bet you that would fly off as well. Does his flasher flash at me? No, he's not going to flash. Okay, I think we've seen enough of that. Batman! Batman is just looking awkward. Oh, he's got his flasher. Hello, I'm Batflash. Golden belt, articulation and details, which is a little bit more than what I expected actually, but the painting on it's just horrid. Okay, it's very, very typical dark side, but these have got a bit more articulation. Oh. Sorry about that, Batman. Oops. Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. He's got articulation, he's got more articulation down there. Okay, does his flasher want to flash at me? Does he want to do a spider flash? Comes with a web, did you know that? And he's got a spider on his web as well. How can we get rid of these horrid toys? Well, I'm sort of thinking, considering the Hulk looks like he's constipated, well, I think I can work that out. Hey. Don't see that on YouTube every day, do you? Woohoo! The worst thing about being a superhero with constipation is it can be super hard to sort out, but I've got the perfect remedy. I think that constipation problem is sorted. Oh, what a pity. Such a nice toy destroyed by such a reckless act. Hey, let's do it again. You should know the drill here by now. Sometimes I'm so predictable. Well, Iron Man, we're about to work out that your miraculous suit has a weak spot. Ooh, that's got a sting. Oh my goodness me, Iron Man, there must be some truth to the miraculous strength of your suit. Iron Man, don't you know the dangers of drinking? Look at that, you're legless now. Go and join the Hulk. And let's see if Batman can show us how it's done. How do you want to be done, Batman? Like the others? Oh, I thought so. Somewhere in there. Okay, Batman, you're locked and loaded. Okay, Batman, you better pull something fancy out of your bat belt. Although I don't think that's going to help. I told you that fancy bat belt would be no help. I don't think the GoPro captured Batman's demise. I'm just hoping the other cameras was able to capture it. And then there was our final superhero to get the blast. Is of course Spiderman. And maybe we'll just give him the same as all the others. You know what? I don't think Spider-Man's miraculous web is going to help him in this one. Now I wonder if Spider-Man's spider sense is going to get him out of this one. We've always had a problem with spiders at our place. Ooh, I think the spider problem's sorted. Ooh, okay, our superheroes are not looking so super anymore. Spiderman has just left his legs up here, trying to give Batman the boot. All these pieces down here were scattered around everywhere. Noticing the batteries in this nightmare. The web survived. I don't know how, I thought it may have cracked or something. Obviously, Spiderman and all the rest of them just basically peeled open, although Iron Man did put up some resistance to that because Iron Man's awesome. And I'm certainly hoping that you start to understand this stuff is nothing but rubbish, and dangerous rubbish, because look how easy little bits and bobs come off this stuff. The real toys aren't like that. Mind you, I should blow up some real ones, but if I did that, there'd be so much rage, it wouldn't be funny. And I'm sort of thinking from this toy carnage that hopefully we learned some material science. What little monument could I make? I'm thinking of one, if I get Iron Man's head, and we can have Spider-Man's head, we can have the Hulk, and we can have Batman, and I've got a nice little lineup that'll be perfect for Halloween. Mind you, the Hulk still looks constipated. Let me move out these superheroes and bring out our next Spider-Man toy. Oh wow, it's a Spider-Man super motorcycle. It says Spider-Man 4. It's got a nice picture of Spider-Man, and I bet you this thing is nothing but rubbish. Okay, this knockoff toy is extremely typical of what I see in the markets and strange places where I find this stuff. The back of the box looks like this, trying to lure you in. Little children see this and unfortunately they get sucked in by it. It does have some curious instructions here. Got to install some mirrors and do that there. I'm just checking to see how it reads, if it reads sort of normally or not. It's not too bad. But it's on the side of the box where I get one of those very strange knockoff dark side reads. There it is there. And I'll pause the video there so you can have a bit of a read and a chuckle if you like. Yes, maybe reading that. You need some Kleenex to wipe away the tears. And how much did this cost me? $15. Okay, time to get out my Spider-Man 4 super motorcycle. Come on, out you come, Spidey. Don't be playing hard to get. I've got a little surprise for you. I've got to say, Spider-Man put up a bit of a fight, come out of the box. And I think he's about to be free. I think it's one of those bump and go toys that can be highly annoying. Okay. It's one of those things that it probably looks highly impressive on video here. But to the hand, it just feels like cheap and nasty plastic. I tell you, I think this thing would break apart very fast. I've got to find out where those mirrors are, because I need to install them. I've got to put some batteries in this guy. Take that off there, because I think that's like the bump and go thing. Well, I was sort of stuck there. Maybe I should have read the instructions, but his mirrors are actually in these things on the back here. There they are, there. Okay, isn't that sort of fancy? And then it's a case of force feeding this thing into a hole there, hopefully, and getting it in. Oh, actually worked. Oh, looks super feature, doesn't it? But to get this toy up and running, I've got to slide some batteries in. I believe that's there somewhere. And it's a tad unusual to have one of these screws on the battery compartment. Normally that is missing. Okay, this really is plastic fantastic. It takes 3 AA batteries. The first one, I believe, goes right down the bottom there. hidden away. The next one goes like that, I believe. And these are the batteries that are given to you as like the bonus when you buy this rubbish, if that makes any sort of sense. And don't forget to put that little screw back in, because it does keep the batteries in place. And now it's the case of just finding out where the on-off switch is. And to be quite honest here, it isn't jumping out at me. What is sort of I keep looking at is the Spider-Man on the bike. And the way that he sits there, he doesn't actually come off the bike, and he sort of semi-articulates. Like a zombie, isn't it? Like a zombie Spider-Man. Oh, okay, there's the switch there. It's very hard to see because it's sort of tucked away in those decal there. Well, they say the light and sound nightmare will begin. Oh, it's so loud! How horrible is that? Oh my goodness me, it's a shocker. Uh-oh, there's music. What music is that? Oh, it is bump and go, so whatever it hits, it'll want to try and repel back. Come on, Spidey, stop mucking up on me. Whoa! I mean, this thing has got absolutely no logic. It just sort of bumps and you just never know where it's going to turn to. What a nightmare! Okay, I'm going to stop you because you are extremely annoying. It's a very, very loud toy. I've got no idea what that music is. I'm going to have to try and find a way to basically get rid of this off the planet. Well, I'm sort of thinking a nice metal custom bump and go circuit might be perfect for our Spider-Man on a bike. Let's just see how he accepts this challenge. Okay, he's riding over there, he's having a bump. He's staying within the circuit, which is nice to see. He's still singing. Yeah, I think it's going to work. Yes, Spider-Man is highly annoying, isn't he? But I think I can turn this into some form of higher education. I think we're going to set this Spider-Man on fire, and we're going to learn about the dangers of alcohol fires. Methylated spirits, something that when it's burning you can't see. Oh yes, many a person has got a very serious burn after being done over by an alcohol fire, and you'll see why in a second. Well, I'll come in and turn Spider-Man on. He's dripping in methylated spirits. Oh, okay. Well, he's having a bit more trouble bumping and going, but I think we can solve that problem. Let's set him on fire. Okay, the fire is raging, but you can't tell that because you can't see the flames. That's the danger of these sorts of fires. You can be on fire, you don't even know it until it's basically too late. There's actually a huge fire raging there. You maybe see the heat haze coming off Spider-Man at the back. He's not moving much now, is he? In fact, he looks like he's in a bit of trouble. Oh my goodness me, that bike is in all sorts of trouble now. You can see the bike's actually on fire, so we're starting to see that fire burn. Oh, it's taken a dive. So hopefully you have learnt just how dangerous alcohol fires can be. Once you're on fire with alcohol, you're in a whole ton of trouble. Oh, Spider-Man, do you think you can still move for us? Oh, you're not going to do anything for us, you're just going to sit there, aren't you? Still happily playing music. And it sounds like the music has stopped. Spider-Man is well and truly on fire now. Oh no, the music's just come back again. It's in there somewhere. Under all that burning plastic. Little bump and go wheels are still going along there, so the circuit for that motor's still going. But I think Spider-Man's had the last breath of life in him. Oh, and there goes the motor, there goes the motor. I'd say Spider-Man and his spider bike is cactus. You know, it's such a shame. It was such a beautiful toy. So sad to see it up in flames. But from that, hopefully we have learnt something very important about alcohol fires. If I could breathe in that smoke. Well, I can't see much form of Spider-Man left. I can sort of only just see the bike. Just. And it might be worthwhile putting it out now, because we've learned our lesson. Okay, there's one Spider-Man bike, crispy critter. Oh no, there'll be some people who are going to say, oh, but you're just burning up for fun, there's nothing educational in that. Well, if you didn't learn anything, I'd say you've got a very, very serious problem. Let me just spin this over so we can see the other side of the bike. All the batteries are there. Down the bottom there. It would have exploded after a bit more fire. In fact, oh, look at that. There's Spiderman's hand there. You can sort of see his face. It survived on that side. It's like a piece of art, isn't it? Yeah. I should have entered that as my high school certificate art. Spider-Man, that's what happens when you do too many burnouts. Yeah, it's a very important lesson to understand. Many a person has been severely burnt by alcohol fires. They are extremely dangerous. And sadly, when someone's screaming they're on fire and when they're burning with this stuff, well, you can't actually see the flames. I think that's the saddest aspect to it. Hopefully you've learnt something here. Okay, our next nightmare, superhero Spider-Man, comes in a box that looks like this. There's some very strange reads on this. I don't need to read it for you can read. The artwork is all deceptive and trying to haul you in. That's the artwork on the side of the box. Keep saying winner, best friend for gift. Well, what does that mean? That's the back of the box there. It seems to be more about everyone else except Spider-Man, which is a bit strange. Oh, there's a Spider-Man there. How much did I pay for this piece of rubbish? $10, okay? $10 on the bottom of the box there. I've actually pulled this one out because I used it in the thumbnail of this video. This will either make you laugh or cry. Okay. I think it's a bit of an all singing, all dancing sort of robot style Spider-Man. It's got wheels on his little feet there. If I set him up and move the boxes away, we may be able to get a better look at this guy. Now notice here at the top here, it's already malformed. Okay, it's just sort of rubbish you're dealing with. Even the back of the head's not made correctly. Welcome to the dark side, isn't it? Hey, it just feels, once again, it's got a strange feel to these things. The factories these come from must be shocking. I'm just looking down here at his legs. Looks like his legs move, and there's going to be batteries in him somewhere. Okay, in the back here. Okay, hasn't got the screw there. Fancy that. Let's see what batteries are going to go in this guy. Whoa. Ooh, okay, 3 AA's. There's the batteries that you often get thrown in as a freebie. Supposed freebie when you get these rubbish toys. I think they're knockoffs of Duracells. I don't know. I don't know whether they are or not. In fact, I don't know. You know, sometimes branded batteries, without naming names, aren't that crash hot, and sometimes there's some generic ones which are not too bad, but I don't know about these ones. Maybe my illustrious audience, who are expert at all, understand. Let me get this back on. Now, this is weird because, like that motorbike battery-powered nightmare, the on-off switch, the off one being more important, I dare say, because it's going to be a screamer, this one, isn't it? Where have they hidden it? Is it in between his legs? Normally there's a switch there. Do I move his arm? Do I knock his head? Is there button eyes or anything? Wow, it's well hidden, I tell you. Okay, oh, I think maybe that's it there, yeah. Oh, whoa, okay. Let me stand up Spidey, because I think he's a walker. Oh, no. Oh, no. Welcome to the Spider-Man zombie apocalypse coming to you. And if you thought zombies were killers, well, this has got it over them. I can't believe how loud this toy is. It is... I've got to scream for you to hear me talking over the camera here. I mean, that would deafen you if you had it up to your ear. It's a very, very dangerous toy. The fact it's so loud. And it's so scary. Ah! It's like something out of the strangest science fiction show. You probably can't hear me for the noise out of this thing. It is just super, super awkward. Maybe you're very impressed with what you see and you hear. You know, I'm just saying that this is a nightmare toy. I've got to turn it off. I can't stand it. I can't stand it anymore. That is incredibly loud. I thought the motorcycle was loud. Well, that is decibels above the motorcycle. What's a nice send-off I can give this Spidey? I'm sort of thinking I might bring out the big guns of this guy. He's made of some fairly brittle plastic. I think if I put a charge in this in the right spot and the right amount of charge, I think Spider-Man will become very spectacular. So just give me a moment and I'll sort something out for this Spider-Man. Okay, Spider-Man is locked and loaded. I've lost its ability to do flashing lights and move because I've cut into one of the wires when I drilled into the holes in the back. What I learned by peeking into the back is there's a lot of stuff going on inside here. It's a tricky toy to blow up. Well, for the fact I haven't done one before, but I certainly learned a lot when I blew up this first one. I don't want to blow it completely to smithereens and just have tiny fragments. I want it to look interesting when it's blowing up. That's my aim, and hopefully I can pull that off. Yes, as always with this style of thing, once you've blown up one, well, that's the big learning curve for the next time you blow up another one. Hey Spider-Man, have you seen the latest film you're featuring? Everyone tells me it's a blast. Spider-Man has left the building. Oh my goodness me, whoever said it was going to be an easy job being a superhero when you're with the dark side. The main bulk of the body is over there. We'll try and reassemble the Spider-Man in a second. I found these pieces here down on the floor, and I also found the Hulk's lovely arm. Ah yes, finding this might be quite handy. Ah yes, the old jokes do die hard. I'll just get this stuff here and put it over here in the center, try and reassemble this guy. And I don't know if you noticed, but I put glitter. I don't know if you can see the glitter on the table there. I had glitter inside Spider-Man as well. Just reach over and get the main body, take away the firing cable here. Well, I'm hoping there's some material science in this destruction. The charge was placed in that position there. The charges are directional. And it has caused the amount of devastation that I expected. I'm glad it hasn't completely blown us to smithereens, or matchsticks as what some people might say. That's where that piece was there. It has taken out the button area there and all the gubbins that reside behind here, and in a funny way all that stuff is there. That's all little bits of gears, and there's the button there. His actual push button is that piece there. Okay, some little shafts and horrible sort of stuff. The electronics package was probably also in the area there, and it suffered some major damage. I did take the batteries out of the toy, and the battery compartment has been obliterated. You can see the terminals there are loose. That was the back cover, which has just been blown back. It's quite a sturdy piece of plastic there. Obviously there's his arm, and that's the, well, sort of what's left of the battery area really been destroyed. Well, I'm not sure how good you are at resolving problems or being like Sherlock Holmes and trying to solve a mystery. There's a major component of the Spider-Man which is totally missing. I've had a really good look around. I found the Hulk's arm, as you know, but there's a part of this Spider-Man, a very important part, that is totally missing. Maybe the best way to work out where that major missing component has gone is to review the footage from the slow motion camera I've used here. I've had quite a few problems with this camera in this video, about 50-50 hit rate in a sense. I've used end trigger, but I'm finding that it's just too unpredictable in the way this camera works. Well, I have done a Frankenstein reconstruction here of old Spider-Man. If you were struggling with the part that is missing, maybe this is going to reveal it to you. Wow, look at that. Hey, looks sort of cool, doesn't it? It actually went back together rather well. There was really only a couple of major big pieces. I think I found everything all but the, But don't worry, maybe that extra missing arm that I found from the Hulk, we can make something rather special. I told you the Hulk's arm would be a handy thing to find. Well, I'm really sorry to do this, but I'm going to split the video here. I've got to do this because the attention span data on my channel is chronically low. It's down to about 2 minutes. As you know, I make videos which are well past 2 minutes, so obviously that's telling me the audience doesn't hang around to watch anything. I'm in a constant fight with people who are spamming onto my videos, and I deal with those people. I don't have them hang around for too long. And to work out who's spamming on this video, what I'd like you to tell me is, how would you like me to get rid of this guy here, the one who's like gone to war with his gun. You know all the things that I've got. If you're a regular viewer, you will, and if you're a regular honest viewer, you'll be watching up the end of the video. How do you want me to get rid of this guy here? And I might tack him on to the next Thomas the Tank Darkseid. And please don't suggest a gun and shoot it up, because, well, guns in Australia are banned. Again, I'm really sorry for splitting the video here. I'll probably get some come along and flag the video because I was having too much fun. My channel's dying at the moment and I don't know what to do. As always, thanks for watching and bye for now.